Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Washington football team taking on the New Orleans Saints.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington football team.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 15 carries, 66 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Saints first down.
From the gun, Bruce. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Bruce. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Complete to Michael Thomas. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, Bruce. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Derrick Henry.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, too.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
To throw on second down, Wells. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Wells.
What?
That's caught.
No.
Tight end Mike Gesicki. And able to...
What?
Why would you turn the fan on when you know I was cold?
You want me to turn it off?
Yeah, bitch, I do! I do.
Whatever.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm cold.
Because you're cold, so it's not gonna get warm. Don't hurt him! Don't hurt him! Don't hurt him! He's here. He's over my dog.
Hi.
You never killed him.
Yeah, okay.
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 Off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wells. He's going to float this, and this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. To throw on third down, Wells. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
If I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Bruce. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
10, Saints 3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Bruce. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And the Saints first down.
Operating from the gun, Bruce. Finding Harris over the middle. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 41
from the gun, Wells. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. They got 29 yards that time.
Throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Gibson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the Saints 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wells. going for it all. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. To throw on second down. Bruce. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of
nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Bruce. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 19-yard line.
From the gun, Bruce. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Chase Young in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Bruce. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Saints 13.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings talking about this run. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Bruce, and complete right side to Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Bruce. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 21 yards away. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Throwing again. Wells. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wells. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 84. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wells. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
10-17.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Zach Vaughn there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run for it with Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down. Wells. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wells. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has once again taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bruce. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Saints first down.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Bruce. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
23.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drive drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Wells looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 23-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And now he'll tuck it and run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A first down carry for Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bruce. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Bruce. Open man is Michael Thomas. Oh, another great move. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Alvin Kamara.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 1st down, Wells. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Wells. And he'll find Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Saints' 36-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And Washington has taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And he'll bang that one through.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want, and cover it well.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. down on the scoreboard. A little over 80 ticks to go. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without